We will be covering Tag Manager. And it'll be exciting because honestly, this is probably one of my favorite tools that we get to learn how to use. And mostly because once you realize its potential, you can use it to track anything on the website. You don't need a developer. It will make your life infinitely easier and infinitely simpler. So always starting with a quote: efficiency is doing things right, effective is doing the right things, by Peter Drucker. And so today, our learning objectives, we're going to cover obviously what is it? What is Tag Manager? How does it work? Why should we use it? We're going to go through the dashboard. And in the dashboard, we're going to launch a tag. We're going to see if it worked. And then we're going to use the Chrome Dev Tools also to help implement some tracking of a button. So we're going to see how we would do that. It's the conductor, is the way I like to think of it. So it's telling
Okay.
people when to go out and track things. And it's the guy going, okay, now you come in, event tag. That's, oh, they clicked on the button. So it's when triggers happen,
Okay,
that's the
triggers.
result of those triggers firing. Or it clicks on the mail to link or the tell link. So the phone number or the email that you see on a website, you want to
Got it.
track that because those are people that are getting a hold of you. These are all things that we can track. Email signups, that's another one that you could track as well. And the reason why we want to do this, Tag Manager plays really well with Google Analytics. And then also, it means that when you go to Google Analytics, and remember when we talked about conversions and changing events into conversions, now you can actually get that whole journey. So, what are the multiple steps? And that's why we want to do it like that part. So, we already touched on what I would say about Tag Manager is I think of it as the conductor, where it's the one signaling when all these tags fire. We're going to cover the main concepts, but also why it's awesome. And then also the dashboard, as I said. Tag Manager, it enables you to do conversion tracking. So whether it's like Google Ads, you want to track when someone reaches a thank you page or get sets up remarketing. You can even do it with Facebook Pixel. This is a really good way to do Facebook Pixel events as well because you can deploy them using Tag Manager. And it also fits within the scope of the marketing platform. We've already covered analytics. Now we're covering Tag Manager. Next will be Data Studio when we do the measure setup, and then Google Optimize when we go and we're doing ads and we want to A/B test and change something on a page and see how that works. There's three major parts to what happens with Tag Manager. And so the big part is a tag. So basically, that's what we are firing. Is it Google Analytics that we want firing on all pages? Or is it an event, Google Analytics event, which is someone clicking on that tell link and they're clicking to call you? So these are the tags. So they're the what is happening. The trigger is when it's happening. So again, like we said, you don't want to have the event firing every single moment. You want it to happen only when they click on this specific thing. So that's when the trigger. And so that's the when it happens. And then the last one, which is a little bit nebulous, but it's still important and it's a variable. So that is a little bit of information that can swap out based on the specifics of that event. So a really popular one that's a variable is going to be like the page. So say you have the same contact form on every page, a variable you can have added to that is the which page it's on. Oh, it's my about page that is actually converting people the most when they fill out the form. And so this is a little bit of variable that can change based on information that's going on with that event.